Have you ever felt lighter after cutting toxic people out of your life? How about finally leaving that job that only drained you of your energy, your happiness, and your free time? Then this is the start of living your best life without toxic people and jobs that take control over our lives. Because having those things should supplement our lives instead of taking from it. Once you finally learn how to live your best life by cutting off anything toxic and leaving all that drama behind, you're going to feel so much weight lifted off your shoulders. You're going to be mentally stable. Trust me when I say this, because how many nights have you stayed up thinking about certain drama that has happening between you and a friend, or even just in your friend group in general, and you never knew how to address it? What if you just cut it off if you didn't see any improvement in that relationship? I promise you, once you do cut that toxic friendship cycle off, you're going to feel so much better. The amount of relief that you feel is enough for you to cut that toxic relationship out. You're sometimes going to deal with narcissists that only care about themselves and only want to do things that benefit them. They're always going to make you want to like them more, and they will never return the favor. They're going to always ask you for favors with nothing in return, because that's what a narcissist does. And it can be really damaging to your mental health. You might think, am I worthy? Do they even like me? Am I just a person to them? You're going to have all these random thoughts that are super negative, and it's not beneficial to your self-esteem. And that's the main challenge that I wanted to go through today, and how to really solve your toxic relationships and maybe eventually cut them off if there's no improvement. The first step to really take is think about your friendship, where it started, and where do you see yourself being unhappy? Is it something that they're saying that is triggering you? Is it your own issue, or is it them? I feel we are always thinking that it's our own issue and they're the victim. But sometimes you need to think, what if I told them about it? How would they react? You need to practice really good communication in these types of friendships. And from what they say, it'll be enough of an answer for you to continue the relationship or not. For example, let's say this one person is always talking bad about you, or making jokes and saying it is a joke when it's not. It's really hurtful. Let's say you go up to them and say, hey, I didn't like that because that wasn't funny to me, and I would really appreciate you to stop. If they start becoming defensive and saying, look, it was just a joke, don't take it to heart, that means they're never going to change, and they're going to continue doing it. And then the dynamic between you two is a little bit awkward. But then there could be a positive outcome, and they say, sure thing, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to hurt you. Let me do better next time. From then, you will see if they will continue becoming that same person. If not, then you don't have to remind them 2 or 3 times. It should only take 1 time. This is called setting a boundary. You cannot set a boundary with someone who will not respect it, and they will never respect it. And at that point, you should definitely cut them off. I know some of you are in friend groups, and it could be just 1 or 2 toxic people in your friend group. Depending on how big your friend group is, you definitely need to have someone who is your best friend in that group for you to talk to. And you need to be communicative towards this. If the person that you're having an issue with is not reciprocating and not being beneficial to your friendship, and you've already communicated that, then you need to reach out to your closest friend and ask them what their opinion is. Tell them that you're not happy with the current dynamic your friend group is in. It's definitely super difficult when you have someone berating you in your trusted friend group and you have no one else to talk to. Trust me when I say this, because you need to tell someone that's within that friend group, letting them know, and also walking away. And if none of those friends follow you and can't see the behavior that the toxic friend is showing, that shows a lot about those friends as well. They don't care about your well-being. It doesn't matter if they're not being treated that way because it's only happening to you. Once they see what you see in your eyes, that's when they'll realize how much toxicity one person can bring. And at that point, you would find a completely new friend group. There's so many apps now to find different friend groups. I would join a random dance class during the weekend, have a conversation with someone there, just go out and meet new people because there's so many people in the whole world. You do not need to force yourself to be with someone who doesn't make you happy anymore. When you finally cut that person off, you're gonna feel so much relief that they're not in your life anymore. You're not gonna have to worry about seeing them anymore, and it honestly feels amazing once you do it. After a few years of not being their friend, in my personal experience, I've removed myself from that toxic relationship, even though it's a friendship. Because all relationships can be toxic, especially friendships. Once you learn how to do that, though, you can really focus on yourself a lot more and practicing self-love and meeting people who will help lift you up instead of bringing you down. And that is the place that you want to be eventually. It completely changes my output in life too, because I have so much more confidence in myself, and I know you will too when you cut out toxic people in your life. It will take some time to grow. It will take some time to grow back your self-esteem, but I promise you, it will come back. All of these things are life skills that we continue to build on every single day. As long as you're doing one thing a day that helps you become better, why not just do it? Please comment down what you're dealing with your toxic relationships, if you do even have one. I love to hear your thoughts and issues that you might be having, and I will comment down to every single one of them. I upload every Friday, so stay tuned, please subscribe, and I thank everyone for watching. I'm manifesting the best for you guys. Bye.